All right, we live, but you know we'll on some people to come.
Why is it freezing up? Is that me or you?
She trying to.
That's
I think
water.
it's you. I guess.
It's water.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing water and coffee. I'm good tonight.
Water and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
All right. I'm trying to make sure that's right. We're gonna talk about your fellow comedian.
Hey man, that
That's
shit
messed
crazy.
up. It's messed up.
Yeah,
it's so yeah. That's messed up. I was in shock when I said, what's going on?
Yeah, but hey man, like hold on, I'll wait till we get a view for I
Okay,
start.
gotcha.
Okay, well here we just got one.
Hey,
Well, I want to welcome y'all back to the Papa Black Podcast with Miss Serina Jackson. And hey, man, we here to talk. I want to get a woman's perspective on this shit with Will Smith and Chris Rock. So I want to know how as far as he was defending his lady and all this shit, man. So how do you feel about it?
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna say I was in total shock when I saw it, because I thought it was like a skit or something, like a prank, or they were just punking us. I was like, this can't be real. I didn't think it was real because that didn't seem like Will Smith's character for one. So when I finally got the understanding that it was not a joke, I was floored. I didn't see the slap. I only saw the first thing I saw was him saying, "Keep my wife's name out of your MF mouth," right? So I thought he just yelled that from the audience, but I didn't know that he had already slapped him and went back to his seat, and then he said that. So once I watched the entire video, I was like, "This is some frackanacka bullshit." For me, you were not protecting your wife. That was more about him proving something to her. And I'm going to tell you why I think that is as well. I think it was more about him proving something to her. It was not about you protecting her, because if that was the case, when Chris Rock first made the joke, you laughed. She kind of laughed, but then she rolled her eyes, right? Yeah. So in that moment, you felt like, I'm going to go on a live show where I'm being honored with an award that's a prestigious show, and there's all these people around, and then all the hard work you put into getting to that point, you're going to ruin it all because of Jada? And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I know that's your wife, but I'm talking about the history and the backstory with how she's screwed you over for the past 20 years, as far as my concern, because she's still stuck on Tupac and he's dead and gone. Let's just keep it real. So you go on stage and slap this man, and you say in your speech with all the fake tears and stuff, him and Han, like you were a protector. No, that's bullshit. You were not protecting her. You were trying to prove something to her at that moment. I don't know what other issues you guys might be having right now, because you had so many issues. I don't know if it's because you're tired of the media and other people dragging your wife. But we can't drag you if you don't put your shit out there for us to hear or see. We can't make comments say how we feel if you don't put it out there. But this stuff been going on for so long. Now she decides she wants to start this Red Table Talk show, and she's still dogging you on the show. Because so many times she's a little on the show about your sex and the sex not being enough. It's just a lot with these two. But back to the slap. I'm so proud of Chris Rock because I think he handled that very well. I saw him for a minute, but he handled it really well. For me, if a dude gonna slap you, I mean, let's say we're in the street and a dude walk up and slap you. That dude ain't gonna turn his back when you walk away because he about to get either shot
Right,
or get his ass
right,
tore up. So that's some
right,
old Hollywood bullshit he did. And you walked up
right,
like you did something, you ain't do nothing. And then where was Jada at? Why didn't she say, "Hey, babe, what you doing? Come sit down." Because she was all
right,
for that shit. She was all for. She wanted that to go down. And did
right.
did, did you notice? Because I noticed. Why were they not sitting at the same table together? Did you notice that?
I mean, I didn't realize that they was at different
You know,
tables.
she was kind of sitting
I did
over.
see the different angles, but I didn't know that she was actually at a different table.
Well, I could be wrong, but it seems like she wasn't even sitting at the same table with him. So I don't know what Will Smith was thinking at that moment, but I just think that that was the worst thing he could have ever done. Because that's the one thing of everything else, even the Fresh Prince of Bel Air and all his other movies and accolades. That's the one thing he's gonna remember that he slapped Chris Rock
Oh yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
live television.
That's gonna
That's
be the
the
highlight of his career now.
so that whole
Yeah,
speech with him crying and him and Han. No, you're not protector of of women. You're not the protector of women. You say we should love each other, protect and cover. Okay, as a black man, another black man, why would you go up and slap him in the face over a joke that he made? He Chris Rock, and I knew this before he said. I said I don't think he knew that she had that video about her alopecia. I don't think he knew. He was only making a joke, being a comedian, referencing her to G.I. Jane, which the buzz cut looks kind of like that. And that's not the first time Jada's cut her hair that short like that before either. And before
right,
she cut it, the other time she cut it short, she never referenced anything about having alopecia. So he didn't know. So he didn't know. He just didn't know. So you can't say that's why you slapped him because he made mention of your wife and her buzz cut. And then Will Smith during his speech, he was talking about, protecting women and all this stuff. I'm like, that's a bunch of bull junk. Now you want to come and cry to the Oscars and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "I was protecting my wife." No, where were you at when she was with August Alsina? You were protecting her then. What about the
yeah,
picture of his daughter? You remember the picture of his daughter surfaced when she was about 13? It was a picture of her at this white guy's house. He's like in his late 20s, early 30s. She's sitting on the bed and he's sitting behind her with his shirt off. And Jada said, "Well, that's just a friend of the family. It's nothing to that." No 13-year-old should be in the house with a grown ass man with his shirt off. Y'all always trying to
right,
wash over stuff. Like, don't do that. And
right,
Will made mention of Serena and Venus's daddy in his speech, but he came out and said the same thing. He didn't agree with what Will did. He did not agree with that.
right.
So that's just that's part of what I think about it. So you you tell me
I
what you're
mean,
thinking
like
right
for me, I understand why he called himself trying to defend his wife because as long as you consider her your wife and y'all still living like a family, I can see you trying to defend her. But at first, you laughed, and it's like she looked at you like, "Nigga, what the fuck you laughing at?"
Well, I thought she rolled her
Or
eyes at Chris Rock.
no, no, I'm saying, but she had to give Will a look for Will to stop laughing because at first Will was laughing.
But she kind of laughed too. She was like that. So,
Right. But
but
see,
but
now,
is that really him
now hold
protecting
on,
his
hold on.
wife?
I'm saying, I can see how he can see that because if I'm laughing and then it's like, damn, I done fucked up, and we just know the shit that they tell us. Now they do tell us too much, but
Mm-hmm.
ain't no telling what else going on
Happened
behind the
before.
scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I can see you trying to get your ass out of trouble, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, we wouldn't know what the fuck to talk about if y'all didn't put all y'all business out there.
Right.
And see, that's becoming a problem with regular people too. I just say regular people. You know what I mean? Like everybody look for that sympathy or something because everybody has an audience now.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody like to put their whole business out there. I never understood that. That's why I always say I'm a very private person. Like I give the world 95% of me. I can't give you all of me. And what I'm doing with my partner, with my wife, my girlfriend, whatever she is, and what I'm doing with her ain't everybody goddamn business. I don't even let people know who I fuck with. Like on some real shit, my family members, my close friends, they hear me talk about it, but they really ain't seen her. Like that ain't something I do, and it ain't that I'm trying to hide anybody. It's nigga, I'm gonna keep a piece of me to my damn self. If you don't like it, I don't care.
Right.
I really don't care. And if you with me just to say that you with me, like you want everybody to know that you with me, I'm not gonna deal with you anyway. Cause like I've always been in the public. Like even in school, I was popular in school. And like I tell people, the only thing TV did for me was put me on a bigger scale. But I've always been popular. You know what I mean? So none of this shit phases me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like even in school, motherfucker didn't know who I fuck with. Never knew who I fuck with. But and then yeah, as and Tito said he think he afraid of. I'm like they got some type of arrangement. Now what that
Well,
arrangement is, I don't know.
they had a long arrangement for a long time, and remember it got kind of rocky during the time with the girl from Martin. What's her name? Gina,
No,
the girl that played Gina
That
Martin.
was with Gina's husband,
Well, her and her husband, they were
Dwayne
all good friends
Martin.
at one time, but then they weren't good friends anymore, and it had something to do with Dwayne and Will's relationship.
Right, that's
And
what I'm
Jada,
saying. Yeah.
yeah, and Jada had a little band at one time, right? And she wrote a song in reference to Will and him going on vacations on a yacht for days to, exotic places and stuff. So it's been a lot of hills and valleys in their relationship. Um, he said when he had the interview with Gayle King that they've always been consensual with their outside relationships. That's what he
Yeah,
said. But
well,
I
I'm
don't believe
saying,
it's
yeah,
true.
they had to have some type of arrangement. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
I understand the open marriage and all that, but let me tell all women, a man ain't trying to share the one that he in love with. He's not trying to share her. I
well,
put it that
evidently
way.
he don't.
No,
Evidently he
I'm
was
saying
because he
whatever
did.
whatever arrangement they got, that's that's the thing. They got an arrangement. We all know that. They say open marriage or whatever. Okay, that means open marriage means you don't mind your spouse sleeping with somebody else. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
as a man, when a man is in love with you, he don't want nobody else to touch.
Well, unless he's
And
into
now,
that lifestyle.
I shout
I
out
mean,
again, a man don't want nobody to touch a woman that he's in love with.
well, you don't think he in love with Jada?
I think it came over time. Like if you don't spend so much time with somebody, y'all got 2 kids and all that. Yeah, I can see
Okay.
you being in
But
love with.
initially, you saying no.
Nah.
I think.
And
I
like
just look
Chester
at
say, the Hollywood is a different world. It really is.
it. Is. It really
It's
is.
it's it's,
And
it's a different
it really is.
world now. And
And what we
see
don't
like
understand.
people that don't experience that Hollywood shit, you don't understand this. Like to be honest with you, I think it was fake.
I
Now
don't
the
know
reason I say it was fake, like
why.
I seen a whole lot of shit. Okay, now first when he snapped and said that, you laughed.
Right.
Chris Rock even said, "Oh, that was an easy one right there." Okay, now when he come walking up on stage as a comedian, you're not finna just walk up on my stage.
Well,
Now,
he said the Oscars. He's not up against
hold on. I'm saying you're not finna. I'm talking about me. You're not finna walk up on me like that. Okay, especially when I know I don't snap at you. Now all of a sudden you get up. Now this is being seen worldwide, so this ain't never been seen. So I know that you up to something. I don't know if you come to grab the mic and say something, or you come to hit me, whatever it is. But you're not finna walk up on me. Now I don't understand where the venue security
Where were
at
they?
a major show like that.
First of all,
Where was the
I don't think
security?
they thought he would do. I don't
No,
think.
hey. I'm saying at a major event that's being taped, you can't get your ass up. They tell you once that camera is on and you sit down, you cannot get up.
But they can
Now,
tell you whatever, but that doesn't mean he gonna follow the rules.
okay, but when you don't follow rules, where was the security? Now, okay, I understand. Okay, the venue security might have got caught off guard. Okay, where was Chris Rock security?
But they wouldn't be
And
on
you
stage
know,
with him.
shout it, but security gonna be right at that goddamn stage.
Okay.
They're not gonna be far away. When you on stage, your security is not.
I think the reason, I think that whole place went dead silent, and I think the reason is nobody. That's
Now,
out of.
I'm saying, I'm not saying the crowd knew it was gonna happen. Like when they try to pull some shit out like that, they're not gonna tell the crowd, well, look, Will Smith gonna walk up and slap. They're not gonna do that now because they need a natural reaction.
But what's the reason?
Now,
what are they getting from it?
hold on. Listen to me now. Now, okay, now where was Chris Rock security? Even after he slapped him, they still never went to him and said shit. Okay, now as Chris Rock, when he got slapped, now when you get slapped, your reflex, you gonna jump, you gonna go down, you gonna do something. No. He moved his head back, but he did not grab his face. That sounded like a hard ass slap. You're not finna tell me that he that cool. Well, he can play that shit off. You not finna play that shit off. Now, when Chris Rock did that, Will Smith just walked away. Like he in a damn movie for real. Like, pimp, you mean to tell me you just slapped the shit out of somebody in front of the world? You're not finna get in a defensive posture expecting him to swing back or some. You're not finna get on a defensive posture. You just gonna politely walk your ass back to your seat like you done really did something. Player, no. Now, Chris, everybody getting his prop for maintaining his cool. But let me tell you this here. Me, you are not finna slap me in front of the world. I have family, I have daughters, I have granddaughters. I'm not finna never put out the image that it's okay to do what the fuck you want to do to me and disrespect me in front of the world, and I'm gonna be cool with it. I don't give a damn about no Oscars. Like everybody talking about, well, you know, this was the Oscars. I don't give a damn. If you slap me, I'm gonna show out just like I show out at the Hip Hop Awards. I'm gonna show out at the Oscars. And then the world done seen you slap me, so it's self-defense. I don't care nothing about nothing else. You not finna slap me and walk off like you cool, pimp. I'm talking about he didn't have no reaction. Oh damn, Will Smith just slapped me. Wow. Hey man, pimp.
I think he was.
I understand. I'm saying I understand why both of them did what they did, but I couldn't have been there one of them. No, I'm saying I didn't say I respect what Will Smith did. I said I understand. Because if that's your wife, you gonna feel compelled to defend her honor if she feels some type of way. Look, listen. I'm saying I understand why he did it. I'm not saying it was a good reason to do it. I'm not saying I'm cool with him doing it. I'm saying I understand. As her husband, I can see you doing that. Now, everybody know if you go to a comedy show, your ass can be talked about.
Yeah, especially in the front row.
It's done been a whole lot of shit said worse to them or worse about them that you didn't snap on. Now, if I got an arrangement with a young nigga that fucking my wife and I don't get pissed off at the nigga fucking my wife, how am I gonna get pissed off at you telling a joke about it?
Right. But he was more. I think he was more mad. And see, that's another thing.
But hold on. Now, one of my homeboys said that he understand that, like, we just see the shit that's on the surface of what they let get out.
Right.
I've been going through it for about 2 years.
Who?
Will.
He been
now,
what?
he been going through this shit for about 2 years, where everybody been
But
talking
who?
about him, this red table talk, all this shit. He been dealing with
His
all this
wife.
bullshit.
His
Yeah, I'm
wife.
saying. Yeah, I'm saying he been dealing with this shit for about 2 years, at least 2 years.
Longer than
Now,
that with her.
I'm saying, but as a man, you gonna have your boiling point where you gonna be like, God damn, I can't get away from this shit. Now, that's as a regular man. Now they live under the microscope. It's always cameras in their face. So you don't get to do nothing in private. So just like now, like one of my cousins just got killed about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. They say he whooped the dude ass. You know what the dude did? Went back, got that pistol, came back and killed him. So I don't believe that if you didn't know this shit was coming, that I don't give a damn what type man you are. Nigga, you gonna have to whoop my ass on in front of everybody, just like you slapped me in front of everybody. You finna have to whoop my ass in front of everybody. I'm gonna whoop yours.
I think. I'm sorry. I think that I don't think he knew.
No, I'm saying if I didn't know and you just slapped me out the blue, pimp, you finna have to whoop my ass. Or I'm gonna whoop yours on TV, just like you slapped me on TV. Now, ever since then, Chris Rock's tickets, they selling out everywhere. He done added a show here at the Fox. He done added a show since Sunday. They say they sold more tickets Sunday after this shit than they sold the whole time they've been selling tickets. And the average ticket went from $46 all the way to $341.
So how's it help Will Smith though?
Shout out, let me tell you something, man. If Will Smith do another movie, everybody going to see that motherfucker. Whatever interview, they get paid for a lot of these interviews. Whatever interview he do, he gonna take it to the bank too, because everybody gonna want to see what he got to say. And then, like I asked one of my homeboys, I say, look, man, tell me how many black prominent actors, athletes, or whatever that done made it all the way through life without having some type of scandal fuck their name up. It's very few. Either they gonna put your ass in a dress, or you finna have a scandal or something. They waited till Bill Cosby got 80 motherfucking years old. Now, I'm not saying what Bill Cosby did or what he didn't do, but I do know that the Quaaludes and all that shit, the cocaine and all that shit that they was doing back then, that was what they did back then in Hollywood. White people been snorting cocaine.
Yeah.
That's been the white man high. It was the rich white man high back in the day.
Right, it was. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they've been doing that. They're just like me smoking a blunt with you, and then 40 years later, you come and say, "Hey, you know what? Black gave me a joint. He smoked a blunt with me 40 years ago. He gave me some man." And you want me to think that all these drug addicts remember everything that happened that particular night 40 years ago. Man, crackhead don't remember what happened yesterday.
They said, what I heard about the whole Bill Cosby thing, I'm not saying he didn't do some of that stuff. I don't know, but
I don't doubt none of it.
But the reason it came out so long ago is because of a piece of property that he owned that has, I think it was oil, and they were trying to buy it and they wanted it and they couldn't get it. It was a very significant. It was a lot of land with a lot of oil. So that was the basis of that. Think I'm gonna break him.
I can see that. That's what I'm saying. It's always something behind this. It's always something behind the scene. And then another thing. Now, what like some people done said too. You better check and see what kind of bills they trying to pass now. Cause see, they always hit us with a distraction. I don't know what bills they might be passing. But I'm saying, but they always hit us with a distraction, and every time they hit us with a distraction, it be some shit going on that they don't want you to pay attention to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then hey man, this world crazy, man. But as a man, if he'd have slapped me, baby, one of us finna get our ass whooped on TV. Yeah. And I don't care if I'm at the Oscars, I don't care where I'm at. One of us finna get our ass whooped. I don't think I'm the baddest motherfucker. But if you slap me, pimp, you gonna have a bad day. you gonna have a bad day. You know what I mean? Nah,
Um,
yeah, nah.
I don't know. I
Walk
don't know. I
off
just
like you cool, nigga. I'd have hit your ass in the back of the head with that microphone or something. Like, no, ain't no, no, hell no. And see, comedians gotta start getting they too. Cause see, we as a people, somebody gonna try to imitate this shit. Like when a
I mean, like in a
like,
joke or
no, not. I'm talking about the walking up on stage. Like the last couple of years, there's been some motherfucker walking up on stage now.
you heard about the incident with Mike Tyson
My homeboy
coming to
Steve Brown got to fighting up there at the Comedy House in Columbia, South Carolina. Dude just walked up on stage.
You heard about the incident with Mike Tyson at a comedy show, right? The guy
Right,
walked in with the gun.
right,
Yeah.
right. That's
But
what
he
I'm
said, I was
saying.
just playing. He said he
Like
was just
this,
playing. Like, you come in
no,
with a gun.
no, nigga, ain't no plan. Ain't no plan.
That
Not with
could
no
have went
pistol.
so many ways.
No, don't play with me with no pistol.
Yeah.
Like nah, but like it's done. Avion Crockett, a white lady walked up on the stage on him. Like this shit getting out of hand, man. Like comedians always had the the platform to say whatever the fuck we want to say.
And usually, if you had a problem, you would talk shit from the audience. They don't usually run up on you. But now it's
Right,
like a whole different. It's different now. It's
right. That's
different.
what I'm saying.
But you know what?
But that
You know
comes
what?
from all these cameras being everywhere.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. Everybody recording everything. They don't help you or nothing. They finna goddamn
They're
record it though.
watching. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
ain't just them watching. They finna record it. So
But you know what?
this shit finna go viral.
If I feel like if and I still don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's your theory. I'm not sure about that. If it was real or not real, I'm still not sure. But if it was staged, the thing that bothers me is that us as a black people, we're trying to elevate and put on, get access to a higher platform. We're starting to achieve more and do more and being seen more.
Right.
So if you would fake a stunt like that, two African American men going at it on a prestigious show like that for a stunt or to increase ratings or sales or tickets or whatever, I think that's disgusting. If that's the case, I think it's totally disgusting. And you still use, and it's still the white, and if it was, it's still, I don't care what you say, it's like the white man still using you as
Of
a
course.
puppet or a
Of
pawn
course.
to
Of
look
course.
crazy.
Of course.
And then this show was produced by African American men, right?
Right,
This first
right,
Oscar.
right. Like it was a lot of shit going on for black people that night, and they had to find a way to
Yeah, what
fuck
you
it
gonna
up
do this?
because it was a success. I think they had 10 million viewers at the time.
Yeah, because the ratings for the Oscars
It
have
had
gone
died
down
down.
recently.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But they didn't want everything that these black folk done put together to go off without a hitch. What's the best way? What's the best way for what's the best way for them to make us look like we are playing into them damn what they damn them stereotypes?
Stereotype. But that's
Let
my
me
take.
have these
That's my
niggas fight
point.
at the goddamn at the Oscar. That's
But
the
that's my
ultimate.
point. Why would Will see? It makes no sense. Why would Will Smith
It's
for money?
listen, man.
You don't need money that bad to
Nah,
put yourself in a position like that.
sometimes when you're in the Hollywood world, baby, you have to do some things.
But they
Like
don't need the money.
I'm not gonna get into all that what you have to do
I
in
mean, I know
Hollywood and
some
them
stuff going on.
contracts, but I'm saying it's some shit that go on out there in Hollywood. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
believe that.
And they don't care.
Some dark
And like
stuff.
Tito said, DC Young Fly, somebody walked up on stage, he put them hands on them too. Like I said, this shit becoming it's becoming regular. Everyone is so yeah. Everyone is so sensitive about everything, and all opinions are borderline. Yeah, your council ticket. Yeah, I mean, pimp like that's, and I tell people that when they ask me about coming back, like the shows I was doing back in the day, the stuff I talked about on stage, man, I stay on the news, and I don't apologize. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff that I got away with back then, nah, man, I don't need all these folks all in my face, all in my business all the time. I don't care about that shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's getting ridiculous. It really is. And see, I'm scared that the comedy game gonna turn into the rap game. But
Why you
these
say that?
rappers, man, these rappers getting killed. Hey, man, every it's probably 5 or 6 that done got killed this year, and it's
But
just
not by
more.
their own bands or by other rappers, though.
I'm not saying about who it is. I'm just saying it don't matter if who you getting killed by. It's the fact that you got killed. And see,
No,
I
I'm
don't want
saying
the comedy
in
game to turn
reference.
into that.
I'm saying
Even
in
though
reference to.
I'm not even doing it no more. I still don't want to turn into that because we
I'm
always had the freedom to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
I'm talking about
But
in reference.
let me
To,
in reference to what?
no, I'm talking about in reference to another comedian assaulting another comedian. I mean, that's not. And
No,
you think you were talking about.
these comedians been having some little beefs too now. It just been quiet. Like look at the show, the podcast Comedy Hype. A lot of these comedians now had some beef with other comedians now.
I haven't.
It just never went that far. And see now with everything being recorded and you might hit World Star and all that shit. Hey man, these folks videotape everything. Ain't nobody finna let you embarrass them in front of the world. It's not gonna happen.
I just think that I still feel like because of where Chris Rock was and him trying to maintain a sense of decorum at that time is why he didn't react like he would have probably reacted had he been
I'm saying
on the comedy.
I can understand why he didn't react. Like I said, I understand why both of them
Yeah.
did what they do it, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I mean, right, but I'm saying the reason he did is because of where he is, what he has going
Okay,
on, and then trying to maintain a sense of like I'm not gonna be
even
that black man that have a fight
okay.
with you on national television because you
Yeah,
came and
I'm
slapped me.
saying if you slap me on national TV, you're gonna have to
But
beat
that's
my ass
you
on
though. I
national
know
TV.
that's you, but
Yeah, that's what
him,
I'm saying. I said I
yeah,
understand why
me
he did
too.
what
I
he
was
did,
that
but me
too.
personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like I stand on certain principles. They're not finna change for nobody. Like I probably could still be out there now if I bow down to a lot of shit that they wanted me to do. Like when I interviewed Ken Spearman, one of the original managers at Uptown, he was talking about how I was bucking in the game before I ever got on TV. I was bucking in the game the day I started. So there's certain things I'm not gonna go for. Just like and then I'm not the type comedian that I'm gonna try to embarrass nobody either. Like we was in Sacramento, California, and Bobby Brown was at the same hotel we was at because we seen his brother Tommy. So come to find out, they actually came to the show that night. And I used to do a joke about Bobby Brown. And when I said just like Bobby Brown, and I started into the joke, everybody was like, ooh. I said, y'all, what the hell y'all oohing for? Y'all act like the nigga here. The nigga said, nigga, I'm right here. I still talked about it, but I didn't do the joke I was gonna do because I knew he would feel a certain type of way.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I just fucked with him, and Bobby would not leave me alone. He wanted me to go party with him, and I was like, no, Bobby. Hell no, I won't be able to get up in the morning. I fuck with you. But I've never been the person to try to embarrass somebody, and I can snap with anybody. Like, if I know you got a lazy eye, I'm not gonna talk about that lazy eye.
No.
But I'm gonna see something else about you that I can fuck with, and you gonna be so glad I didn't fuck with that lazy eye because that's your Achilles heel. You're gonna be so glad I didn't fuck with it. I'm gonna make you laugh at yourself about the other shit that I talk about.
So you think he shouldn't have made the joke about her hair?
No, I'm saying at a comedy club, if wherever comedian is, if you know it's gonna be comedy there, just be ready for whatever. Like
I'm
you
asking
can't come to
you.
a comedy club. I'm saying no, cut the joke wasn't that bad.
It wasn't a bad joke,
That's
and
my whole point.
especially because he didn't know about the alopecia. He
It
didn't
ain't
know
even
that.
about that. That wasn't even a bad joke. He
No,
just
I'm saying
said,
that's why.
I can't. I'm waiting on G.I. Jane too. That's not a bad joke.
No, I'm saying that I think that's why she rolled her eyes because she was like, "But oh, what? No, no. Let me go back. I'm tell you what else. They had issues with Chris Rock anyway
Yeah,
because
in
of comments he
2016.
made before. Because in
Yeah,
2016, In
Yeah.
2016,
When
him and
we
his
were
wife
supposed to win the
boycotted
Oscar, and
the
they came
Oscars.
out boycotting the Oscar. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, they did
I'm
boycott. They
glad.
didn't come. So now
Right.
y'all, and then he made a joke. He said, Jada and Will boycotting the Oscars. Like, what did he say? It was like somebody not coming. We really don't care. And then he made some other jokes on different nighttime shows about them. So maybe that was something that he had in his mind. But at the same time, he's a comedian. You know how Chris Rock is.
Right.
You sit on the front
That's my
row,
whole point.
he's gonna make jokes, and
Let
then
me
you
tell
go.
you
You
this,
can't
man.
laugh at a joke and then punch somebody. I mean, slap somebody
Let me
about the
tell you
joke.
this. You should never go to a comedy club if you ain't got a sense of humor.
Right.
And if you know anything about getting roasted on your birthday party, they say whatever. It's no limits when it's your birthday roast. You know what I mean? I'm talking about they will pull out some shit that you ain't thought about, or they don't care how you feel, but it's automatic that nigga, it's a roast. Like this might be the only time I get to say this. So niggas gonna say it. So if they can't handle that, they ain't never been to a birthday roast or never had a birthday roast. I mean, and people don't say worse shit at regular comedy shows. So
Well, people have
that
said
wasn't
worse
shit for you
about
to get
Will and
pissed
Jada
off.
online. They said worse stuff about them
Yeah,
online.
that's what
So
I'm saying.
that
That's what
can't
I'm
be.
saying.
And like you said, as far as me as a woman, I don't feel like he was protecting her. That was more about him trying to prove something to her. And
Right.
I
Right.
and I don't know because I don't watch the news like that, but I don't know if
No,
she had
I don't. Yeah.
if she's made a comment about it. But it's it's like you fed right into that bullshit that she's been
Yeah. I
pushing
mean,
on you for the. And
but
it started way before.
most
It wasn't just
most
that
men
night. Hmm,
most
what'd you say?
men weakness is their lady. Most men weakness is their lady.
That wasn't no week. That was some type of.
I'm just saying. I understand as him being her husband and them still living like a family, regardless of whatever situation they got. They still put it out there that they're a family. So I can see him coming to her rescue, and that's it. I didn't say he was right. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying I understand it.
But I'm not asking
Because
you to agree.
that's just like
telling you from a
I'm,
woman's point of perspective. He was not. This is what I'm telling
I'm
you
saying.
from a woman's
No,
perspective. He was not
I didn't.
protecting her
Again,
because she was his wife.
I'm
That was
saying, I'm saying, and ask your man if y'all out somewhere and something happen or somebody say something and you feel disrespected, however you feel, if you ain't cool with it, and he don't step up and say something, you gonna look at him different. And as your man, if he don't step up and say something, hey man,
that's a different scenario, Black.
no,
That's
I'm
totally
saying, listen. I'm
this is
saying the
totally
premise is the same.
different.
What I'm saying is, however she felt, I don't know how she felt. I don't
Right,
care about no looks and all of that shit. I'm just saying, Will was laughing at first,
right.
so
So
she
you're
had
not
to look at.
protecting
So
her.
I'm saying, so he had to feel like she felt some type of way. That's what made him get up. I'm not saying he right for getting up. I'm not saying he right for slapping that man because you ain't got no business putting your hands on nobody. You know what I mean? What
I'm
I'm
not saying
saying
that's not
is,
what I'm talking about either.
I'm
I'm
saying,
talking
well,
about him.
they got a fucked up relationship anyway. So I don't expect nothing to be normal. You know what I mean? Y'all got a crazy ass relationship anyway. So I
But
don't
that's
expect y'all to think like normal people anyway.
well, that's cool. But don't get on stage with this whole speech about protecting women. But it was not about
But I'm saying,
he wasn't
okay,
protecting his wife.
what was he gonna say? If he think about it after he done slapped him, he think about it. He got to be like, well,
He just
goddamn, how the hell am I
well,
gonna
no,
get these people back on my
I'm
side?
not saying I'm not saying don't say it. What I'm saying is it was a bunch of bullshit. That speech was
Yeah,
a bunch of bullshit.
I didn't. Again,
That's
I'm
it.
not saying I
He's trying
agree
to
with
cover
him.
because now he's trying to cover his
Like,
ass because he know the Oscars probably
of
not gonna never
course.
have
What? Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't try to cover their ass? You got a whole lot riding on the line, pimp. If this wasn't fake,
okay.
you
So
got a
you
whole lot of
asked
shit
me
riding on the line. Okay, so you gonna try to save your ass.
right. So you asking
So
me, I'm
I
telling
can
you,
see him saying that.
don't
Now, I wouldn't have been crying. Like I don't understand that shit either. What the fuck you crying for?
That was all
You
part
got
of the
up to
act
slap
to make
somebody,
it,
but then you start crying.
because that was the act to make it believable that he was sorry,
No,
but you
I'm saying
weren't really.
they are actors. I don't get caught up in none of this shit. I really don't. They're professional actors. I know they can cry on a dime. They've
That's
been
true.
taught how to cry. You know what I mean? And then let me tell you something else. Nobody asked Chris Rock was he all right. They said that
Everybody
Tyler
said two and the
Perry
one
and
wheel.
Denzel went to Will. They didn't check on Chris Rock at all. Or they damn sure didn't say nothing that somebody checked on him. They talking about
Right,
they went and checked on Will.
right,
Like I said, it's too much shit that like I that's why I don't like to look at a lot of shit, man, because I see through a whole lot of shit.
right.
You know what I
And
mean? Like it's
when Will said, he said, yeah, Denzel said to me, when you're at your highest moment, the enemy will come at you. He didn't mean, he wasn't calling Chris Rock the enemy. He was saying at that moment where you're about to receive this award, you're in a really good place, and you see your hard work coming to, you see you're getting the fruits of your labor. You let a comment get into your head, or a look, or a thought, or whatever stuff you was dealing with Jada before the show, or months or weeks or days or whatever before the show. You let all that come together at that one moment and ruin that moment for you. So Chris Rock didn't ruin the moment. You ruined the moment for yourself.
yeah. Chris Rock ain't did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Chris Rock
For
ain't did shit
yourself.
wrong. Him being a comedian, he been doing that shit for 30 years. Okay, him being a comedian, you already know what type comedian he is. You know he gonna fuck with
Right.
everybody. He don't care what he say.
And I
You know
wasn't
what I
moved
mean?
by, I'm not moved by
But
him slapping Chris Rock, because
no,
for
no, no,
me,
no. He don't get no props for that. No, hell
I'm just
no,
saying,
hell no.
for me as a woman, I don't feel like that was you protecting your wife, because
No,
he could have said that. What he said to
yeah,
him,
but
wait till after the show to say that to
right.
him. I had a conversation with him, or he could have just said,
Yeah,
"Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." It didn't need
yeah.
to be at that moment, but it ain't like he was calling her, or it ain't like he brought it's not like he brought the entanglement thing, or
Right, that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about,
It wasn't what he said wasn't bad at all. That's my whole
right,
point. But then my thing too, why she didn't grab him and tell him, "Hey, baby, it ain't
because
working."
she was all for that bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
I'm just saying that's
how
some
she
more
is.
shit that I looked at.
That's
Why?
how she is. That's
That's
how she is.
that's just like when we get pulled over by a police and our girl in the car. Hey man, she be goddamn raising all kind of hell. I be like, hey, shawty, shut your goddamn mouth now. I gotta deal with this shit.
Right, chill
But
out.
women put men in some bad ass spots. Women put men in some bad ass spots
Yes,
because
she's
they
been
so
putting
quick
him in
they
those
so
bad
quick to
spots
fly
for
off
a
the
long
handle.
time.
Hey man, nah.
She's been doing that for a long time, and all that cultivated. Even when she talked about the whole entanglement thing, it's the way she tried to wordplay it and how she tried to fix it and maneuver it. But I looked at Will's face. You can look at his eyes and know he had been upset and
Yeah,
crying. That man
yes,
didn't know you was in a whole relationship with that young boy, and
yeah, but
you are
it's the time that she picked to tell it.
as well. No, no, because
Like you.
he
No,
asked her
I'm
about it on the
saying.
show.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like if you tell me we gonna do a show, then I get on here, you start hitting me from the blind side with a whole bunch of
No,
real
he
shit.
asked
Now
her. No, he asked her
I'm saying
about
I'm
it,
saying
and you said
I'm not saying
about
he didn't
it.
know about the situation because the dude said that he talked to Will. August said he said it himself that
I,
he talked to Will.
I believe that too.
I'm
I
not
believe
no, yeah, I'm saying like they had an arrangement. That's why he didn't snap on him. They had an
but
arrangement. Now,
I don't
do I
think
think
Will
do
knew
I
he was
think
like,
he knew how deep it got? Nah.
that's it.
Yeah, I'm saying
Right.
I don't think he knew how deep it got.
And then she said,
But
I just need to feel good. She said about 4 times, like that.
right.
She kept
That's
saying,
what
I just need to
like
feel
now
good. Like you ain't
he
doing it for
getting
me.
right. Now he getting hit from the blind. That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't know that shit was that deep. So some of that shit she pulled out on him, I'm sure he didn't know about because you can
After the
see it in
whole
his face.
relationship, and he didn't even know. And I think, and
Right.
I'm looking at Jada sideways too, because you're 20 years that boy's senior. That boy was dealing with chemical issues that he was dealing with, stuff. And then
Right.
he had another illness too. So, and he was your son's friend. So you
Right.
preyed on this young boy to get what you needed from him for a long period of time, made him think you were in love with him and he's in love with you. And then when you decided, okay, I'm done with you, I'm gonna drop you off and go back to my husband. And then when he comes out and says what he says about you, you want to get all like, oh no, it's not. No, don't do that. You are too old. First of all, you should have been helping him. You were in a position to help him. You should have helped him. You helped yourself to him. That's what she did.
Right.
And then you tried to explain it away on the show. And she did another show too on the Red Table Talk where she was talking to Gwyneth Paltrow, and she was talking about, I just felt like a man should know how a woman should feel. You should have to tell him to make you feel good. Still throwing jabs at her husband. You
Right.
still jabbing at him. Because now you're
Right.
telling the world he ain't doing it for you.
Right.
So, and we'll talk about
That's
he
what I'm
felt like
saying. Like
killing himself at
we've
one
been going
time.
through this shit. We've been going through this shit for a minute, and every
It's
man,
like you
I
said,
don't give a damn what situation y'all got. Every man get tired.
right?
Now,
But you got tired of the wrong person. You should have got
I'm
tired.
saying, like, again, I'm not saying he handled this shit right. I'm against what he did. I'm saying that, but I'm saying every man gets tired of all that bullshit. And women think that they got their niggas sold up, or they got him henpecked, or whatever the hell they want to call it. Okay, every man gonna get sick of that shit.
Well, he
Especially
should
if
have
I'm
been
taking
sick of it
care of
because,
you. If I'm taking care of you, and of course you got your own, but shout out, we don't build some shit, and most
right,
of that shit come from me.
right.
Okay, so if I'm taking care of you, and you got my kids, and hey man, no, he gonna get sick of that shit, man. I'm telling
But
you,
see, that's
he
another thing
gonna get sick
about
of that
her.
shit.
That's another thing about her not even saying, "Hey, babe, you need to come sit down. What you doing?" You're not even thinking like, what is he about to do? Because what he's about to do is going to destroy everything that we've worked for or built, or everything he's worked for or built. It's going to be all destroyed in this one moment because you was all about you wanting to like, oh, so yeah, he go sit your ass down for him.
No, I mean, you ain't got to talk to him like that. Just be like, hey, baby, it
No,
ain't
I
working.
ain't. I'm not saying.
We'll deal with him. We'll get him. We'll deal with him. But right now, nah, this ain't the place.
This ain't
This
the
ain't the
place,
time or the
not right
place.
now. But she wasn't
I
gonna do
mean,
that because it's always
nah,
about
cause
her,
yeah,
her, her.
yeah. I mean, shout out, I'm agreeing with you. Like she the little
But
player in
I
this
can't.
situation.
I don't. Will don't get a pass either because you're an
No,
adult and you
again,
can.
I'm not agreeing with what he did. I'm saying I understand
I'm
why
not.
he did it,
I'm
but
not talking about the
no, he
slap.
don't get no pass.
I'm not
I'm
talking
saying
about
he
the
don't.
slap. I'm talking about. I'm. I was talking about in totality the whole relationship all over 20 years. Like you let someone drag you all this
Yeah,
time, and
but this is what
you
I'm
write a book
saying.
about it, huh?
Yeah, but whatever arrangement they had,
It's
like
not
for you
about
to have
arrangement.
no. Like I'm like this here. Okay, if I'm talking to you and you tell me that we can just be friends, we can kick it, we can be friends, benefit, whatever. Okay, that's the arrangement we got. Okay, now if your feelings change and you don't tell me, that's on you. Because I'm still thinking we still got the same arrangement that we had in the beginning. Like for them to have an open marriage, it has to be some type of arrangement. Because
Yeah,
the average, that's what I'm saying. Whatever arrangement they had, evidently he got sick of it. She enjoyed it, but he got sick of it. I'm telling you. And
okay.
then
So that's what I'm saying.
when
So
you
you can
live your
say that.
whole life in the public like that, you don't get a break. That's what I'm saying. The camera is always on your ass.
I'm not talking about a break. I'm talking about
No,
him as a taking control of his life and say, you know what? I know we agreed whatever. I know we agreed to at first, but now I'm over it, right? So now I'm over this, and I want to move to something else. If that's not where you want to move, if that's not the direction you wants to move to, then let me take myself out of scenario. Not keep writing these books about how I wanted to kill myself. And every time he talked about a relationship, it's so painful and deep and dark. I say
because
nobody should be in a relationship like that.
pain and controversy sells.
I'm not
Pain
talking
and
about what
controversy
I'm
sells.
talking
Now, boo, I'm saying if you into that Hollywood shit and that's how you get your money, boo, you gonna do that shit. That's why you writing the book and selling it. That's why you talking about how painful it was. You trying to get some money. You know what I mean? Like they don't live the life that we live. You know what I mean? But when you out there getting that money, you gonna tell for you to even tell all your business. You doing that shit for the money. You're not doing that shit because you want everybody to know shit. You doing that shit for the money. Yeah. So of course, in your book, if you know that pain and controversy sells, drama sells, okay. I can't tell you how happy I am. That shit ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. Everybody want to know the bullshit that you got going on.
You always in turmoil. Just like always in turmoil. That's crazy. But
I'm saying, but that might be the arrangement that they have. That all our drama we put it out there so we can get this bread. Like these people do this shit. I'm telling you.
I believe that, but all I'm saying, it makes no sense at all.
You can see the shit on social media now with regular people. Hell, you be trying to figure out why would you put this out here? And then when somebody say something about it, you have a fit. Like why would you even put it out? We wouldn't know your business if you was. But when you in that light and that's what you do, you selling that shit. So you gonna put on, you gonna act up, you gonna act out because controversy and drama sells.
That's ridiculous to me, though. Like
yes.
And it's greedy. It's greedy because if you got all that money, you ain't want for nothing, and you still out here.
People with money ain't never satisfied. They want some more money.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense to me.
And a lot of times it's not about the money. It's about let me see what I can goddamn do next. Let me see what I can do next. Some of them are media whores. They like I never understood why people take pictures of people in the hospital. And sometimes it look like the motherfucker that you taking a picture of, he holler he sleep, but that motherfucker look like he posing with his eyes closed. Like, well, if I'm fucked up, I'm in the hospital, I don't want nobody knowing. I damn sure don't want you to have a picture of me. And you putting it all on Facebook and social media. No, hell no. No, hell no.
Like you say,
I'm telling you, you can look at some of them and see that they posing for the picture with their eyes closed. Like, man, come on, are you serious, pimp? Are you starving for that much attention, man? People love attention. That's why people are always putting their whole life story on social media because now everybody has an audience. Everybody has.
It's getting to be too much. It's too
much.
Yes,
it is. It is too much.
That's why I don't watch news. I just happen to be looking at TV. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Like, and it's been the whole.
And that's how I seen it. I seen it on the news.
And let me ask you a question. Tell me what you think about this, because I think it's kind of messed up. And some people might like what I'm about to say, they might not. I don't. So, Nicki Minaj, great artist, love her music. She's phenomenal. But I can't really rock with her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, you are bankrolling your brother, who's a pedophile. You paying for lawyers, everything to get this man out of jail, and know he's molested. He's a pedophile. The husband you have raped a woman. You made him your husband and had a baby with him. Make it make sense to me, because all the men in the world you could have married, you married this man, and you want to get your pedophile brother out of jail so you can rape some more kids? I don't understand. So maybe
that Hollywood is a sick world.
It ain't gonna do Hollywood.
I'm saying when you caught up in that lifestyle, baby, you do a whole lot because you think you're.
I think there are regular people out here that are not in Hollywood that would do that too.
I didn't. I'm saying your family is your family. You like we don't get to choose our family.
Let my brother molest some kids. You think I'm getting sad?
Okay, that's you. That's what I'm saying. There's some sick people out here.
And my husband raped someone. I'm gonna marry him, have a baby with him.
I'm saying, but because they're superstars or celebrities or whatever, that don't make them any different. Like I promise you, I've been a celebrity. I ain't no different from nobody.
What do you think about it, though? What do you think about it?
I'm saying, like, I don't agree with it, Charlotte. I don't agree with it. Like I raise daughters and granddaughters, so I'm not with men raping nobody. I'm not with none of that.
I just
But
don't
as
understand like, all the
I'm saying,
resources you
it's
have.
you know why you don't understand. It's not meant for you to understand. If you
I know.
understand it, you'll deal with it. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
know
it's
why I
not meant for you
understand
to
it because
understand.
I'm not built like that. Because
That's
for
right.
me, if my
That's
that
and
was
that
me, like you gonna stay in jail
everything
and
ain't
no,
for
I'm not
everybody.
dealing with you. You not.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm
everything
leaving
ain't
my
for
husband.
everybody. Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
saying
man.
people, and the reason I say that is because we're so into people and the celebrities and their lives and stuff. But if you take away the celebrity status and just look at them, they're just regular people like we are.
Yeah,
But then that
that's
stuff is
what I'm
more.
saying.
So
I'm a example. Shit, I'm
how about
regular
you be
people.
more invested in, huh?
I say I'm a prime example. I'm regular people. There was some people thought I
I'm
was
just
a
saying
superstar,
we should be more
but I'm
invested in them as
in your own life. You should be
no
more
no no
invested
no.
in your own life.
I'm saying if there's an artist that you like their music, but
Right.
you're so caught up in that person, and
Yeah.
even if that person doing wrong, and you know they're doing wrong, because you're so caught up in the person as opposed to their art and what they're putting out, you look past certain things and say, "Oh, it's okay." But in the regular world, if that person in the regular world, you're like, "No, that shit ain't cool. I ain't rocking with that." So
Right.
you need to stop putting artists and celebrities on such a pedestal and just realize they're regular people too. And when they wrong, they wrong. Like I'm not gonna buy your music or listen to your music when I know that you bankroll or you supporting certain things. Like I'm
Right.
not gonna deal with you. I don't care. I don't care what
Right.
nobody say, nobody think. And I'm not telling anybody to jump on ship with me. I'm just saying for me, like it makes
Right.
no sense to me as a woman that you would be okay with a man that molested other young girls and a husband that raped a woman and you married him and had a baby with him. It makes no sense. And now you're
Right.
trying to make him your manager. So now he'll be because now he can't travel with you because he's a registered sex offender. He can't travel out of the country with you. So if you make him your manager, then it gives him more leeway to be able to travel and go with you. It makes no sense as a woman. Like it bothers me. I'm like, that really bothers me.
Right. But
That
entertainers
bothers
are
me.
just that. They entertain us. Like I don't know why people get so caught up in what other people are doing. That's why I say if you concentrate on you, yeah, like I don't have time to worry about what everybody doing. I really don't. You know what I mean? I see the shit like that, but I don't have time to worry about what they got going on. Shit, my life is enough for me to deal with by itself. Like you know how much shit happening out here in these streets.
Ooh,
I don't have time to worry about what the hell going on. There's somebody dying around here every goddamn day. You know what I mean? Whether it's from COVID or somebody being shot or somebody just being sick, like people dying around here every day. I don't have time to worry about some motherfucker that they don't even know I exist. You know what I mean? I don't
well,
know
I
them personally. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
you're right.
That shit is entertainment, huh?
You're right. So don't just get caught up in them. Just get like the art, like the movies or the
Yeah,
music
that's
or
what I'm
whatever they
saying.
do. Like don't be
They are
so into them that
entertainers.
you right. You overlook. Well, yeah, they're right. They're just entertain. You're right. They just overlook.
They entertainers. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I done been one, and I wasn't nowhere near their level. But I know how some people was crazy about me when they seen me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, pimp, I appreciate it, but hey, man, like I really only wanted your attention when I was on stage. When I went on
Right.
stage, I didn't want your attention. Like I still like to move around, man. I still like to go on about my business. When I'm with my kids or something, you know what I mean? It's cool if you speak and go on about your business, but look, man, this ain't no time to talk about nothing, man. I'm with my daughters, pimp. You
Right.
know what I mean? You want to picture something real quick, okay? But hey, man, like, and you have to keep that shit separated. But once you get into that shit and you start believing that you really are some of these characters that you play and all that, like, hey man, that shit is crazy, man. I'm telling you that the Hollywood world is crazy. It really is. And I can see some people getting caught up in that shit. You know what I mean? And then you think because you think you invincible, you think you can do anything. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
they can't touch me.
And some of them, you're right, but some of them do. They do. They
Like,
think that
like
they
yeah.
shit don't stink.
And
Yeah.
like I tell people, like I don't care how big Will Smith or Chris Rock or whoever get, it's still a white man that can pay them. It's still people on top of you, pimp. Like
They
I
are.
don't. You getting 20 million? what? It's somebody that can pay your ass $20 million a movie, and then it's more than you in the movie. So that means they got a whole lot more money than you got them. You know what I mean? So you still a puppet. You want to hear the truth? You still a puppet. You know what I mean? You just a high dollar puppet, but you still a puppet.
Yeah.
And you got to do what they tell your ass to do now. Like a lot of these contracts and shit that they ain't nobody reading them damn 300-400 page damn contracts. Man, there be all kind of shit in them contracts.
That's what your lawyers are for, to read the contract, right?
Yeah, okay, but well, hell, just like you can pay your lawyer, shit, they can pay your lawyer to tell you, hey, let this shit slide on through. Pimp. I'm telling you, like, boo, this is a crooked ass world, and I know in entertainment, everybody wants something for nothing. Ain't nobody you can make them. That's how the game go.
Well, I just
If they
pray and
can't make
hope
them
that
money,
Will
they
Smith.
not studying you.
I just pray that they're not being puppets and this wasn't a whole hoax, because
I mean, you'll never know. You'll never know. Shit, they been playing, man. They've been acting all their life. They shit. Okay, we got to move it. We got to move on TV screen now. Like, hey man, but don't get so caught up in it. That's my thing. You think they
yeah,
didn't know this shit was gonna go viral? Okay, okay. A nigga slap another nigga at the Oscars. What about that ain't gonna go viral? That shit ain't never happened before. And then you get a damn award at the same goddamn Oscars that you done slapped a nigga in. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. This
if
shit
it
get
was
crazy.
fake, yeah, a lot of people asking that question, but it stays. I don't know.
Okay,
But
if
I'm
it
just saying,
wasn't fake, how do they not remove you and they still give you your award? They
well, they say
remove
they talk.
you or
Well,
nothing.
they claim that they're thinking about taking it from him and then not inviting him back to the queue. I mean,
Okay,
I don't give two
I'm
shits
saying,
about Oscars
I'm
anyway,
saying,
because I don't watch
why take it away from him when you gave it to him? This should happen
because I guess
when
it
you gave it
was.
to him.
I guess because the show was live. It was live. It was already planned.
Let me tell you.
I'm just you. We talking from the white man point of view, okay?
No, I'm saying if I'm paying y'all all this money to say I own the goddamn Grammys.
You still
I
got
mean
to
the
go
Oscars.
along with this.
I'm
You
saying
got to go along with the program.
I don't if I'm the owner, I ain't gotta go along with shit. You ain't finna come on here.
So what are they gonna do? Put me back on stage
Yes,
again?
yes. You award. I might call your name that he won it, but I'm not gonna give it to you. Not on the same day that you slap somebody.
No,
If you don't mess up my show doing some nigga shit.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You're like you told
I'm
me
not
earlier.
finna give you
Your
shit. I'm not finna give you
but I'm
shit.
saying you're thinking from your perspective. They can't just alter the direction of the show because of that incident. Like we already planned to give him this award. It's already set in stone. And that's
okay.
that's
Again,
nothing.
let me ask you this here. Okay. Now, usually when some shit like that happen, they go straight to commercial. Or it's a time delay. They go straight to commercial. They didn't go to commercial. They didn't do shit. They did all that shit play out live on air. Come on now. Okay. When it happens at any other show, they go straight to commercial. They don't let that shit play out. They go to commercial.
I don't know.
Okay, go look at the what it was, the Source Awards when that East West shit was going on.
But that one, the Source was not live. It's pre-taped. That's taped.
I'm saying again, they went to commercial.
But it's taped. This was a live show.
They have tape delays. They can go to commercial, baby. I promise you, they can go to commercial. I promise you, they can.
I don't know.
Okay, but see, that's how this shit live on. Cause we don't want to believe. We don't want to believe shit.
No, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just saying I don't know if they want to play out because they wanted to make us look bad again. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's why
they've done worse to us, baby. But this time they let us do it to ourselves. And that's the
Because when
sad
he
part.
slapped, because when he slapped him, he was smiling,
That's my whole
and Will
point.
was kind of smiling too.
That's my
It
whole
looked like
point.
Will was smiling from the side, like he was smiling.
Boo,
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no, he's
I
smiling.
don't say it 1,000 times. That's my whole
Yeah,
point.
that's like he's smiling. I
That
don't
that's
know.
that's not what you do. That's not what you do when you slap somebody. How many people you done seen slap somebody for real and walk off smiling and you ain't worried about no retaliation, you ain't worried about shit. Okay. Niggas
It
get
just
shot
that,
around this motherfucker
I'm
every
not
day.
going to say it's
Niggas get shot
crazy, but
about
you
that
know,
shit every day right here.
it's
Like,
crazy. But I just, like I said, from a woman's perspective, for me, I don't feel like he was being protective. I think he was just trying to prove a point to his wife
I don't like
more.
it. Don't even matter to me what was on his mind. He was wrong. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
care what it was. You don't you don't go at a comedian for no joke. Even if after the show or when he come off stage, you tell him, "Hey man, I ain't appreciate that or whatever." Okay,
Right,
Pimp, I
right,
won't
right.
fuck with you
That
no more.
joke wasn't that funny.
Not bad. Like the joke wasn't bad at all. Like I don't. It ain't even about the joke. It's if you feel some type of way about me fucking with you. Okay, I respect that. I won't fuck with you
Mm-hmm.
no more. My show don't revolve around you. So it okay. Now you ain't finna slap shit at me and I be cool with it. Nah, I ain't finna have. I don't give a damn. I say either you gonna whoop my ass or I'm gonna whoop yours. One of us gonna have an ass whooping before this goddamn before we leave here.
I just
And
want
all
to
my
see a.
and everybody
They never,
on my security team, they fired soon as this shit over. They fired.
they never shot a picture of Jada what she was doing when he's walking up to that stage. I want to see
It
that
don't
picture.
even matter. She should have grabbed him and kept him from going up there. That's my whole point. She should have grabbed. Showed her grab.
She didn't want to grab
She
him.
didn't. That's my whole point. But you know, hey man, we all responsible for who we choose to share our lives with. That ain't that's on him and her. That's why I say whatever arrangement they got or however they choose to live or whatever. Hey man, that's on them.
Right. Don't get mad at
I
us.
don't yeah I don't worry about it. I don't care nothing about it. It's just something to talk about because y'all put some more bullshit out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Other than that, man, my life gonna stay the same. My life Will don't represent me. Chris Rock don't represent me. Jada ain't represent nothing I do. Nobody I would fuck with. None of that. You know what I mean? So hey man, it's entertainment to me.
Yeah, and it was entertaining, wasn't it?
Yeah, hey man. I shake my head and hey man, I go on about my business. I don't and it's
Some people.
amazing that this shit it's been on what this is. When this shit happened Sunday?
I don't even know. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, this is fucking Wednesday. They still talking about this shit like it was yesterday.
Mm. Well, they're
You
gonna
know,
talk about it probably next week or something.
yeah,
Everybody gonna weigh in on it.
until they got another scandal to talk about.
Oh,
Shit.
uh,
They trying to get y'all mind off Ukraine and Russia and the high air prices.
I ain't get
This
my mouth that
gas,
$4 gas.
yeah, hey man. They trying to get your
Every time I
mind on
pull up
some
to
other
the pump, I start having
shit.
panic attack.
Goddamn food
Gas is going
high as hell. Though. Like man, what the fuck? Like hey, they trying to get y'all thinking about something else. Y'all complain too much about these high end prices around here.
mm, that gas
Hey,
high as hell. We're just trying to get that money back that they lost out during the pandemic. Everybody was off work and at home when nobody's spending any
they
money. Now that's
they
stimulus
didn't
back to y'all.
they, they didn't miss no money. I
Well,
guarantee you they didn't. We missed some money. They ain't missed shit.
that's
All them
true.
top motherfuckers. And I asked somebody that when that shit first started. I said it's amazing how you ain't heard none of the big companies complain. None of them big companies complain about shit. That's because they knew what the fuck they were doing. And
That's
the
a
ones
whole
that
nother
got the
story about
real
that.
PP loans. Hey man, that were them big ass companies. That were them big ass companies. That's why they
And then
never
they go
complied
after
with
the
shit.
people. They go after the little people that they can go after. Well,
I mean,
some people just
but they
dumb
they
shit.
going after them because they were stupid. Like
Yeah,
you ain't
doing dumb stuff.
never did shit with a business, but all of a sudden you got a business with 100 workers.
Right.
Come on, man.
And how
Then when
about
you
the
get
people
the
on
money,
Section 8? The ones on
huh?
Section 8, they got the P.
Right,
The ones on
right.
Section 8. They're the first ones they're gonna get because you already in a government system. So you on Section 8, you got a business and you made $100,000.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And you ain't never reported none of this money. Now
In all these
you got,
years, now this year.
hey man. Then the
Yeah.
person that did this shit for you, they done got what 4, 5 out you and they gone.
And
Now
they
you
not in
got to
trouble, you in trouble.
you in trouble. Hey
You were
man,
making a
like hey,
killing.
man. Yeah, but then you don't even when you get the money, you don't go start a business. You go buying bullshit. You
Everybody
like,
want a Range Rover all of a sudden. Everybody and their mom got a Range Rover.
and they got all the access to all your bank accounts and everything. That's why they did this shit. They needed
Mm.
access to everybody's shit.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay,
why you're
now
trying
they
to
got
go.
access. They going cashless. So now
Yeah.
everything you buy finna
Right.
it's gonna have a track record. Everything you buy. Hey man,
Mm-hmm.
don't know what they doing now. And then like I
Yeah,
tell people,
all
man,
the
look,
bitcoins and all that stuff.
hey, man,
It's a way of tracking you and getting rid of currency.
yeah,
They already saying they
every,
should shortage the coins because they're not making coins probably. So that's why the
no,
shortage.
they finna go
And they want
cashless.
to, yeah.
Everything you finna use that debit card, that credit card for everything you get.
And you better take your money out the bank.
Hey, it's finna go cashless. Hey
Take your
man,
money out the bank. I mean, leave some, but don't put all your money in the bank.
nah,
That's gonna be a
nah.
hot mess soon.
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, but we catch on the shit when it's already done hit us. Like
Yeah,
that's
we
why I say you better be going on what they say whitehouse.gov or something and see what bills they trying to pass now. Like every time they want to pass a bill or something, they create a distraction. It
Let's see
happens
what's going.
every time.
Well, that's what I'm going to focus on to see what's coming next. I'm not about
Yeah.
not on Will and Jada, but that's just my perspective
No,
from
no,
and
no,
my
no. Like this probably my last time talking about it. Like I'm just
yeah.
amazed that this shit's still going on and it's still a hot topic.
It's
You
going to
know what I
be for
mean?
another week or two, maybe
Yeah,
for another
man.
week or so.
Hey
Mm-hmm.
man, it's crazy, man. And all the memes and all this shit. They got fake Chris Rock
I saw
apologies and
one.
everything. Got man,
Did you
this
see
shit.
the one? Did you see the one where it said, "Oh, that was good and all." You slapped. She said, "No, it was Jay." She's like, "That was good and all," but Tupac would have shot him. I was like, "They ain't gonna never let her live that down." And then they got the one that says, "Everybody hates Chris," and they show him.
Yeah. Then they say he got Hancock. I'm like, man, these boy, the internet is undefeated. Like who be thinking of all this shit that quick? You know what I
I love
mean?
it. I
Like,
love it.
boy,
I love the comedy part of it. Like,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah,
some creative motherfuckers out there now.
yeah, they
It's
are very much
people out
so. Yeah. So I have to laugh, not to cry.
there. Yeah, if you worry
So
about all
that's
this
after
bullshit
that.
that goes on, it's man, you'll be crazy, man. You really will be crazy. Well, look, man, we ain't gonna hold nobody all night on this bullshit. You know what I mean? I just want to see how women felt about it because you know what I mean, some men say Will was right. Some say Chris Rock was right, and hey, man, I don't know, man. It couldn't be me in neither situation.
Well, I'm
You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
speaking for all women. I'm only speaking for me and what I
Yeah,
thought and
yeah,
what I
yeah.
got from it. So that's just my opinion. So I can't say I'm speaking for everyone. So every woman, some women felt like he was protecting her. Some women felt like it was a bullshit move. Is
Right.
for me, I don't feel like he was protecting her. That's just my thought. So I don't speak for all women. I don't. I
I
don't.
mean, and it's different ways to handle everything. You know what I mean? Especially
But,
you ain't finna make me put my career on the line and all that shit. You know what I mean? Nah, hell no.
but
But
I'm
nigga,
gonna go.
I see about you. You
I
know what I
see in
mean?
the
Like,
street.
and
Yeah, because in
me,
the street, I
I'm not gonna even say shit. Because
But Will ain't
when
even
you
about
friend
that.
them,
Will,
no,
Will
I'm
not even
saying, but
about that life. So
nah, but hey man, he got enough money to get somebody to do some shit if you know what I mean,
well,
if he
I'm sure
really
Chris
annoyed
Rock
by that.
too.
Yeah,
Chris Rock.
that's why I said what was his security? That's
His
my
brother
whole
said
point.
his brother said he'll see Will on the street. His brother said he
Yeah,
gonna see him.
Tony Rock. Yeah, I done met Tony. Tony ain't. I don't think Tony play like that. You know what I
He's like,
mean?
I'll see about him.
I don't. Yeah, I'm saying hey, yeah, you know we handle shit different. Like I don't let my
Yeah.
shit play out. Nah, I'm gonna
We'll see
speak
what
truth.
happens. I'm not gonna follow that, but
Yeah,
little fine
I
tooth
mean,
comb. I got.
I hope nothing happens. And like I say, I hope for the comedians, nobody start walking up on stage. But if you're gonna talk about somebody and you're gonna try to crush them and make them feel bad, just be ready, cause hey man, this game is getting crazy, man. It really is.
But all is well that ends well. It'll be okay.
Yeah. They grown. They should be able to figure this shit out. You know what I mean? Then they say they went to a party together too that night or something. Like this shit's
Did
stupid.
they really?
I don't know. That's what they
No,
say.
That's what Diddy said. They should squash it at the after party. But
Yeah, but I'm saying they said that I mean I heard some shit about they actually partied together. You know what I mean?
so you think?
Like
Oh, so he went to the after party.
yeah, I
He should
mean,
have went
nigga, you
home.
slap me, I'm not fucking with you, period.
Yeah, that
If
makes
you
sense.
slap me, nigga, I'm not fucking with you, period. And I'm more scared of me. I'm scared I'm gonna be done got myself in trouble. Cause nigga, I
Yeah.
ain't finna let that shit go. Now, not that you still around me. Hell no, hell no. Nah. But once again, man, I enjoyed the conversation, man. And you know.
All right. It was great talking to you once again,
Yeah,
giving our
man.
perspective on certain topics. That's just our perspective. So
Yeah. Don't listen to me. Don't take me personal. Don't try to do what I say I do. Like I speak for me. I don't
right,
tell nobody what to do because you got to be ready for them consequences. You know what I
right.
mean? So
And you should
you
and
make
make
your
sure you
own decision and
feel how you
whatever.
feel, not how somebody else
Right.
feels.
Make sure you can deal with the consequences that come with the shit. Now, don't just do shit and think that ain't nothing gonna happen. It's some consequences to everything. But I would like to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. You know what I mean, on the Papa Black podcast. And hey man, y'all know my word, man. Y'all be easy.
Be easy. Good night.